All right, what is up? This is Ruben from TGE, and in today's video, I want to give you a warning shot, okay? Because SPY is in a volatile environment. I'm going to show you the metric that makes me figure that out actually by using my tool called Gextron. But before I get to tell you what I think my future predictions for SPY is here in the upcoming weeks, potentially even for September and October, I'm actually going to go over some of our wins and some of the community tabs. But let's start with the wins here first. Okay, so first of all, Suraj just saying thank you, appreciate your knowledge and your on options, technical details, and putting all the work together in Gextron. Thank you so much for guiding and sharing knowledge. My psychology has changed after every meeting with you, so I got clarity. I appreciate this, Suraj. This is awesome to read. Like that's the whole point of this community and the whole point of what I'm working on with Gextron is just to like give you guys a real edge on on how the market works, giving you the best support and resistance levels, price targets, and so on, so you can make better trading decisions. Okay, let's look at the winners that happened that I posted 2 days ago. So I've had a couple losses here. TDD calls were down 5%, cut those off real quick. CMG was a loss. I actually took CMG today as well too, and that was a loss. I just haven't posted it up yet. But CLH shares, I sold half of my position at 54% gains. Zeta sold half of my shares. I actually sold all of them at 3.71% gains. And I wrote a comment here saying these aren't random exits. I said they were part of a bigger plan. Historically, September and October are pullback months of the year, and they tend to be a drawdown heavy period for the market. So instead of being overexposed, I'm actively reducing my risk by closing trades, trimming winners, and taking smaller gains. The goal isn't to avoid trades altogether, but to reduce exposure in certain sectors so I have buying power for better opportunities when volatility shakes out. This is a difference between trading plan versus just reacting. Locking in profits, cutting small losses, and staying positioned to play offense when others are trapped. This is always key, okay? Because when I used to trade back in the day early, I used to go all in, and then I didn't have any capital to buy the dip essentially. And then those massive rallies, I would almost miss out on them, right? And so if there's anything you need to get out of this video is to reduce exposure, preserve capital. So when the market reverses, and I'll do my best to let you know when, is that you have capital, right? Okay, is it lagging here? And year-to-date performance was 77%. As of right now, I think I'm down to 75, maybe 74%, just because of the small losses that I also had today. So, all right, let's take a look at the community here. Freelancer Nuril Slam said, hello, are you available for potential collab? I am not available. Thanks for asking, but I am too busy for collabing at the moment. Hunter F2823 said, if you're watching this video and want to level up your trading, get in touch with Ruben from TG. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. If you guys have any questions or just want to say what's up or whatever, feel free to put a comment down in the on the video. I'll respond to it. And then Sentosh said, I'm new to trading and have faced losses trading alone. I'm seeking strategies to improve profitability while minimizing risk. This is awesome. Santosh, I have a whole free community, got a free community in the links. It's just called TGE Free. And I literally post everything I possibly know about the market, and I share with you for free. All right. For example, like right now, I've been doing this series of, here you can see all the classrooms, like how to pick the option, right? Option contract, how to swing trade, trade recaps. And then I'm also have been building slowly this really like ground mechanics stuff where you're like, why is the bid and the ask price exist? Like why our options get riskier as expiration gets closer? But they're pretty in depth of like, well, how does delta work? What's the max? What does it do to your contract? How does this affect market makers? And so on and so on. So you're not like, you always understand what's going on. That's the main thing about trading. When you want to build confidence, it's always about knowing why. And when you're into something and you don't know why, that's where it kind of sucks to lose, because you're like, I just didn't know, right? So Anyways, that's that. You could get all this for free inside the community. It costs nothing. Um, great. Let's talk about the market. Okay. The market has seen a drawdown. Apple is down. Let me see. Where's my face? Apple is down almost 2% on the day. Okay. Um, Meta is down. Nvidia is down. Amazon is down 2%. Microsoft, like this is a huge drawdown. We had a huge, massive rally for since August 1st, and now we are dropping down, and we're actually below a very critical key level in the market called entrance. This is something that Gextron provides to me and lets me know if we are in a bearish territory, right? Puts are dominating. So this is going to be bad because going back to market makers, they're going to intensify the price movement, okay? And so again, if there's anything you need to get out of this video, is like you need to just preserve your capital so you can buy the dip when it's appropriate. All right. So here's what I believe is going to be happening here today. If we go to Gextron, you can see here we have a bunch of put orders here all day. Okay, this is just an insane amount of put orders, without a doubt. So we are, and clearly Gextron is literally telling us this put dominated. We're going to go to the gamma profile chart here. This one metric tool on Gextron is so helpful because it looks at the market as a whole, a more holistic view to it. And it's telling us when are market makers going to intensify the price action. When we see massive swings in the market up and down, like we did back in April or August, it gets very, very violent. And you want to make sure that you have a different strategy or you're sizing down on your positions. So again, you're not getting burnt or blowing up your account. Okay. And so as of right now, Gextron is telling me, hey, look, the flip point, the on and off switch, the violent on and off switch is turned on when we're below 641. And clearly, right now we're at 636. As of right now, let me see, 636. Okay. So we are well below it, right? We are about 4 points below it. And now it also shows me this rubber band. You see how it maximizes here at 651, and then we have 604. Okay, this is the band. Now, as of right now, here's the pretty much Gextron is forecasting the future low. If we're below this, potentially 608. It doesn't mean it can't get lower into these levels. It's just saying like if it's below these, if it's at these levels, it's extreme low. And so when it's at these extreme lows, this is when you need to be paying attention. Okay. This market pullback is what I've been telling my team, that we need to pay attention for a pullback, because when the pullback happens, and if we do rally into the end of the year, which I have my target here that Gextron again gave me, 678.93 for the end of the year. I'm kind of aiming between 675, 678. If we're in these levels of extreme drawdown, it's going to, like, think of it like a trampoline. If you pull that trampoline down and you let it go, people on top of the trampoline are going to fly off. Okay, and it's the same thing for SPY right now. So as long as these levels are, if we do get to these lows of 600, low 600s, think of that as a gift in the market. Right now, we've been running for weeks into the market, right? We ran all of this since, when was it, June? Pretty much, actually, we've been running since like the very bottom here of April. We've been running. We had a minor pullback here on July 1st, July 31st, and August 1st. And now we're running back to all-time highs, okay? So this is what I'm seeing as of right now. This is what Gextron is kind of telling me. It's not like what I feel or what I think. At this point, the models are baked into Gextron. Gextron is telling us this is what we need to focus on, okay? As long as we're below this gamma flip point, which is 641, the violent switch is turned on. And here's the thing about this. This can change. This can definitely change. This will constantly calculate throughout the day where that flip to turn off the violent switch, Where is that at? And sometimes that could be even raised even higher or so on, right? Or maybe lower. It depends on what the market participants are doing, right? So having this tool dynamically changing as the market is going by throughout the day is really, really important and makes our life a lot easier, because we can go back to just buying the dip and swing trading and making easy money. Okay. So that's where we are with the market as of right now. So my warning to you is preserve your capital. Pay attention to mega caps. Mega caps have been running for weeks, and almost the majority of them, except Apple, have been making all-time highs, or at least close to it. So they ran way beyond their PE ratio. Okay, so they are considered overextended. And if we do get a pullback, which Apple is clearly telling us there's more weakness in the market probably happening as of right now. Actually, let's take a look at Apple here. Okay, we're gonna do it right here together. Okay, we're actually going to go to a pro dashboard here. Okay, so this is the pro dashboard for Apple. So 222.5 is what I have marked here as entrance level. As long as if we get below it, we can potentially see 200 here. That's the next level. Oh, sorry, it says 210. 210. I actually don't even, that's not, I'm going to say sure, maybe 210, but real support doesn't show up until 200. Now, do I think that Apple's going to go down there? I actually don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We can actually kind of figure out what's going to happen from here until the end of September. Because again, historically, seasonality wise, September is typically a bearish month, anyways. So we can just take a look at September contracts. Okay, 210 seems to be the price target for the bottom by the end of the month. So I'm actually going to mark this. Okay, I'm going to give it a special marking here for Apple, because I told my team that Apple is the one that I'm going to be paying attention to when this is ready to reverse, when it's ready. I don't know when that's going to happen, but when it's ready, we're going to act on it. Okay, so I'm just going to put dot lines there. That's for September. Okay, 210 area. Perfect. If it gets back to those levels, I'm buying hardcore. Other trades that we're in right now is Celsius. Celsius is super strong. It's about to hit our quarterly price target. H row is an interesting one that we're in. I had to sell a lot of my position because of the volatility that's coming to the market. But that's it. That's my warning shot to you. Pay attention to SPY. Use a tool that looks at a holistic view of the market, as like the way Gashron does. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below. If you want to trade with me and my team and know when we're going to enter these positions, feel free to join. Look, there's a bug there. Feel free to join the group. I'll put a couple links in the description box, and I'll see you in the next one.